In this video, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to submit your website to Google Search Console. And the method you choose will depend on which service you use to host your website and whether or not you've already submitted your website to Google Analytics. To get started, simply go to Google and do a search for Google Search Console Login. Click on the link to the sign-in page. Once you get to this screen, if you don't have a Google account already, simply click on the link to create an account and follow the steps. If you do already have an account, just go ahead and log in with your Google account email and password. Once you've logged in, if you've never used Google Search Console before and you haven't submitted any websites to it before, you should get to a screen that looks like this. To add a site to Google Search Console, just go to the drop down in the top left corner and click on Add Property. And once you're on this screen, you'll be able to choose which of the methods you want to use to submit your website to Google. The main reason you would choose the domain option is if you had a website with subdomains and you wanted to combine the statistics for the main domain and the subdomains together. For example, if you have a website with the main domain of mywebsite.com and it has subdomains such as courses.mywebsite.com, blog.mywebsite.com, and any others, and you want to combine the statistics for everything together, you would choose the domain option. On the other hand, if you want separate statistics for your main domain and each subdomain, you would choose the URL prefix option. And on top of that, just be aware that you can only use the DNS verification method with the domain option, while there are several different verification methods available for the URL prefix option. Okay, so with that covered, let's see how a few of the verification methods work. The first method we're going to look at is using a HTML tag. So just come up to Add Property. And when you get to this screen, you just need to paste your URL into here. And you need to make sure you paste in the exact URL of your homepage. So if it uses HTTP, make sure it's got that. If it uses HTTPS, make sure it's got that. If it uses www, make sure you include it. If it doesn't use www, make sure you exclude it. When you've got the right URL in there, just press continue. And when you get to this screen, you can close this top box for HTML file, open the next box for HTML tag, and then just copy the meta tag. What you need to do next is go to your website and paste this meta tag in the head section of your website's homepage. So what you need to do is go to your website service provider, whether it be Wix or Squarespace or something else, and find out how to add a meta tag to the head section of your homepage. And when you find out how to add it, all you need to do is go to the right place, paste in the meta tag that you just copied, and then make sure you save your changes. Come back to Google Search Console, click on Verify, and if successful, you'll get a message that looks like this, and you can click on Go to Property or Done. So I've just clicked on Go to Property, and there you can see that I now have a panel that will show me the statistics for this website as they come in. The next method we're going to look at to submit a website to Google Search Console is to upload a HTML file to cPanel. Now this is a popular method for WordPress websites, so if you have a WordPress website, this might be the method for you. So just select URL Prefix and then enter your home page's URL, once again being careful to put HTTP or HTTPS, or include or exclude the www as appropriate. Then just click on Continue. And on the next screen, just open up the HTML file panel and then click on this button to download the HTML file. Once you've saved that to your device, go to cPanel for your website. And once you're there, click on File Manager, click on the public HTML folder. And if you're using WordPress, you should see a whole lot of WordPress files and folders. If you're not using WordPress, you'll see something different. Then just click on Upload and then drag and drop the file here from your device, or click on Select File, find the file that looks like this and open, Once you can see that it's been uploaded 100%, click on Go Back, and you should see the file right there in the public HTML folder. Once it's there, go back to Google Search Console and click on Verify. And if successful, you'll get a message that looks like this, and you can click on Go to Property or Done. In the next example, I'm going to submit a website to Google Search Console that I've already submitted to Google Analytics. To do that, I'll just choose URL Prefix and then paste the URL here. Once again, making sure that I've made the right choice between HTTP and HTTPS and whether or not the www is included. Next, I'll just click on Continue. And this time, Google Search Console can verify the ownership of my website right away because I've already verified ownership through Google Analytics. So all I need to do now is click on Go to Property or Done to see the Google Search Console dashboard for that website. The final method I'm going to show you is how to submit a website to Google Search Console using the domain option. So all you need to do is paste the domain here. And for this domain name, there's no need to include the HTTP or HTTPS or the www. Then click on Continue, and you'll be taken to a screen where you get some information about a DNS record that you need to add to your domain name. And as you can see, it's a TXT record, and you need to copy and paste this information here. So I'll just click on Copy. Then I just need to come over to Namecheap where I've got my domain name hosted. So you might have yours hosted at Namecheap too, or maybe somewhere different like GoDaddy. But whatever the case, you need to get to the place where you can add new DNS records for your domain. So I'm on that screen now, so I'll just click on Add New Record. And it's a TXT record. For the host, I just need to put the @ symbol. For the value, I just paste the text that I copied before from Google Search Console. And then I just need to save the changes and then go back to Google Search Console and then click on Verify. And as you can see, mine has been verified. Now, if it doesn't work for you right away, just give it a couple of minutes or even a couple of hours and then try again and it should work.